I want to share with you something that I found really valuable, and that's really helped me along my own spiritual growth and journey, is that not to become so attached to who you are in the present so that you can allow your future self to develop and grow to what you want to attract and what you desire to become. So just let that sink in for a moment. Don't get so attached to who you are in the present moment. And what does that actually mean? A lot of the time, we get stuck on this is how I am, this is how I do things. People have to accept me or they don't have to accept me. This is not about anybody else. This is what I'm referring to has only to do with you. And I found that when I want change or when I'm working towards a goal or desiring something, that I can get caught up, or I used to get really caught up in this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I represent. And it is in the present moment, and it is who you connect to in the now. But if you're so attached to who you are right now and you hold on to that so tightly, I am right, this is my right, this is what represents me for the rest of my life. Just think about it. It inhibits change and growth within you. It kind of stops you from developing. Because as we grow, as we develop, we change who we are in the present. We shift our energy, our thoughts, our actions, our words. We shift everything. Like, how many times when I know I've really closed the chapter, I cut my hair slightly different. No one else might notice, but I do something where I'm like, it's different. It's really important to understand that we're not compromising our integrity by saying not to be so attached to who we are in the present moment. Sometimes where we want to go, what we want to achieve, our goals or our heart's desires, we need to change. We need to shift. We need to grow and develop to become that concept, that vibration of what we're wanting to move into. And if we're really stuck in this is who I am for the rest of our lives, it is going to hold you back. It's not a bad thing to say this is who I am right now, because it implies even to yourself, your body, yourselves, when you say this or when you think it, it's just who you are in this moment. And it's okay because you can change and transgress and grow and develop for who you want to become. And they're just labels and identities. But if we change jobs, you're not the same as who you are in the present moment when you change a role. You have to grow and develop. You have to take on new mindset, new understandings, new learnings, so that you can't be so attached to who you are. It changes all the time. It's like if you see yourself as a student forever, you'll never be able to see yourself as sharing and teaching for others. If you hold on to that you live in the same place for the rest of your life, if you can and you want to, that's great. But if you're renting, it's kind of not feasible. So you have to be flexible in that I'm going to live here for as long as I want and as long as I can. But this idea that we're so attached and we just plant our heels in or dig our heels in is that who I am right now is everything. Now, when I said we don't have to change our integrity, it means we have certain standards that we don't want to cross. And I get that. You can keep your standards, but you might have to change the priority of some of your values. So if you want to become healthier, for example, you have to make your health a priority when it might have been low on your list of values. You have to shift it so it becomes in the top 6. And you have to start practicing thinking that way. You have the image of what you want as in health wise, whether it's you want to get fitter or stronger, whether you want to eat healthier, whether you want to do a marathon, whatever it is that you want to do. You have to start thinking in that mindset. And you have to start taking action towards that so that you can develop the skills, the mindset, the momentum of action to become that. Which means that if you really like sitting in front of the TV or relaxing or just socializing at restaurants and coffee shops, you will have to change that label. You can still do it, but you'll also add in, I like to run. And you can make your social thing with running. And that's how we shift who we are in the present moment. And we all get in our little comfort zones, which is really good because it gives us some peace of mind. We can relax. But if we stay in that comfort zone for too long, we get stuck, we get stagnant. So just be aware of yourself, your self-talk, or when you share things with others, that this is who I am. And you're really holding on to that. Maybe it's time just to shake that up a little bit. Shift your thoughts, shift your feelings, and shift your actions around that.